All right, good morning.
Good morning.
Friday the 23rd, here we are again. It's been a wild last couple weeks. Ever since we got back from the holiday closure, it feels like it's been nonstop. But I think next week's going to return to somewhat normal. And I'm
Well, at
going to
least we're
do the
hoping
air
for.
quotes normal. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to catching up on some emails
Yeah,
and all
me
that.
too.
But we've got a lot of work done in the last 2.5 weeks, which is great. So just a quick one today. I think we're both running on fumes a little bit. I want to just say a bunch of thank yous. We had our annual Strategic Priorities Workshop retreat yesterday over at the Women's Club, which was a new venue for us. And I thought it went really well. I got a lot of good feedback. Yeah, I thought the setup was nice. The table setup was better. It felt more like everybody was part of the conversation versus a horseshoe and some of us having our backs to the community, which I just don't like. So I thought that went really well. It was a new format for going through the items as well. It took us a little bit of time to get some steam, but we got there, and then
I think it went well.
We finished mostly on time. I was hoping to be done by 3. We finished at 3:30.
Considering how much we covered, I think that was pretty good.
I think so, and thank you for saying that. Big thank you to Nova. Nova was crucial in just getting it set up, organizing the food, doing the noticing, working with the Women's Club. Thank you to Donna Jett and the Women's Club for hosting us. It was a wonderful venue. Thank you to council for putting in the time and effort and letting me lead them through a conversation and putting up with my stupid jokes throughout the entire day. Thank you to the community. We had, I think, about 50 people or so.
It was
there.
more than that, actually.
Was
I think
it?
it was over 60.
Did you count?
We had a count. Yeah.
Oh, how many?
I think it was 60, 67.
Dang.
I know.
That's great.
It's a good turnout.
67?
Don't quote me, but it was 60 to 67.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
Nova
included-
gave me a number on a notepad, and I looked at it really quickly, and it was over 60.
And that included Zoom people.
Oh, I don't know. No, I don't think
We
it
could have
did.
broke 70. We'll have to
could
find
have.
out for sure. That's great. So thank you to everybody that came out, and thank you to our team, including you, all the department heads and managers who sat up there with council and fielded questions when needed. There weren't a ton of questions for department heads, which I think is indicative of the fact that we've done a good job explaining what these items are. So that was great. So once again, thank you. So the next step on that is we're going to take the information we got from council and the community yesterday. We're going to work with our teams to coalesce it into a revised list of projects. We're going to add levels of priority that we believe we heard from council, shift some things around. It sounded like some projects are going to move to a future project status or kind of like a parking lot. Some projects have been elevated off of the future project status and some new things. So we're going to bring that back in February, get it solidified by council, and then we're going to use it moving forward. The analogy I used in the meeting was, our staff of 90 plus is like a symphony. Everyone plays their own instruments and they're experts at what they do. And all together we make the music of the city. The thing that keeps the city moving is this song that we're all playing together. And what I needed to get out of council yesterday and in February is what songs do they want us to play, not how to play the songs. That's my job, that's your job with our staff to determine how to execute, how to play those songs throughout the year. And so we need to get the list of songs from them. I'm going to stick with this music analogy for a while. We need a list of those songs to play throughout the year, and then we will work within our teams to execute them. But it has to be a reasonable list, and that was one of the things I said to council yesterday and will continue to say. And I appreciated them hearing me and supporting me in that. I felt like we were supported in the notion of we can only do so much in a year.
Right.
Which is just a fact.
Yes.
So thank you to everybody. I know that was a long wind up there on that thing, but I really appreciated the time that everyone put into that. We had another really important meeting this week, the Planning Commission. The most notable item on there, of course, was the Verizon application for a wireless facility on top of an existing phone pole down in the Carmelo area, in the Golden Rectangle. The Planning Commission received a large amount of new information right before the meeting, including additional engineering reports, letters from attorneys. And so they took all the testimony from staff, from the members of the public, from the professionals that were in the room, and continued the item to a date certain of February 4th, meaning that they're going to finish the meeting on February 4th, use these 2 weeks to work to digest the information they received. It also gives our staff time to digest and analyze the new information and ensure that we have both the right recommendation and that we have the planning commission makes the proper decision based on the analysis of that information in our code. So that's coming back up February 4th. It was a big meeting. The room was, standing room only. Yeah, it was great. And then the last thing, just as a reminder, next week, 5:30 p.m., Carpenter Hall, Chief Traeger's having listening session number 2 on Car Week. The first one went really well. He got a lot of excellent feedback, so please go join that. Following that listening session, the chief will be taking that information to the Community Activities Commission to get their feedback on what Car Week could and should look like this year, and then taking that recommendation to the council to effectuate it, to make the decision about what Car Week will look like this year. And that's what I got. What do you got, Marissa?
All right. The Dolores Street Callan project is still ongoing. I think we've all have had to drive through it
Yeah.
for a couple of weeks now. It is 3 weeks away for connections to start, right?
Yeah.
So 3 weeks away. And then after that, the concrete patching of the sidewalks and streets will begin.
So they're not going to
So-
leave the asphalt in the trench. They're going to put that back to concrete.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna fill it back up with concrete, both the sidewalks and the street. So they'll probably start with the sidewalks first and then the street. So we're looking forward to seeing that completed. What else? The APA, American Public Works Association, did I get that right?
APWA, I think.
APWA,
Yeah, there's a
sorry.
works in there. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
We'll be giving an award for the San Antonio Pathway Project, right, on February 4th.
That's right. At Hartnell College, I believe, in Salinas. So congratulations to the Public Works team. I think we're going to be seeing more of those awards probably over the next few years. With the team that they're building up there, we're recruiting for another project manager.
Yep.
So more projects being done in a very thoughtful, professional way. So
Yeah.
kudos to the team, and look forward to more awards.
Yeah, and speaking of new project manager, we have 2 major recruitments that have been ongoing for the last couple of weeks, and I know we've talked about them in the last vlogs.
Are we going to announce anything today?
Not today, not yet.
All right.
But we should have something next week.
Okay, all right.
So the library director and the project manager, those have been ongoing, and we're very, very close. So we should have an update on that next week.
Next week, okay.
Yep.
We'll look forward to that next week.
Yes.
I hope you have a nice weekend.
I hope
Get
you do
some
too.
rest.
Get some rest, yes.
I plan on it.
We need it.
And for all of you out there, we'll see you around town.
See you around.